Welcome to the Backyard Freemason videos. The ancients knew about the four elements: earth, air, water, and fire. Some of the elements manifested themselves quite plainly. The earth, the air, water. Sometimes fire wasn't so easy to acquire, but they had faith that it was there. Fire came from the lightning. Fire comes from the sun. That's why the sun is such an important symbolism to the ancients. It gives us heat, light, life. The sun's fire is built right into the earth. Sometimes you just have to know how to find it and where to look and what to do to manifest its presence. Kind of like prayer to the deity. You don't just sit there and say, "Hey, show up, give me some answers." Sometimes we have to work at it, and the reward is delightful. You ever made a fire from flint and steel? Manifest Agni, the god of fire? I'm going to try to show you that today. Teach you a little lesson. By using some of the earth's elements, I've got a piece of steel, I found a piece of chert, and I've got a piece of cloth. You don't just say, "Hey, show me some fire." We have to work at getting the fire, both within us and without in the world, to receive its blessings. It doesn't just happen. Sometimes answers to prayers don't just occur overnight or at the spur of the moment. Sometimes they do. Sometimes the lightning does strike and pow, you've got fire. And you can use that. The ancients did that several times. Sometimes they worked at it though. I'm going to see if I can, using steel and flint, Earth's natural resources, manifest the fire that is within. The birds understand the principle of air really well. They understand the principle of the earth really well. They understand the principle of water really well. They've adapted to utilize the four elements. They utilize the fire from the sun, the air, the wind, the earth, and the water. We can do the same thing. But first there's some preparation. You have to gather certain elements together. You have to prepare yourself to properly produce the fire. You have to prepare yourself to properly produce the results of your intellectual endeavors, your physical endeavors, your mental endeavors, your psychological endeavors, your spiritual endeavors. There's a work to do, and the reward is always worth the effort. But you and I, we have to do in order to receive. It doesn't take a mighty huge big act either. Just by the simplest of means, we can bring forth astonishing results. Let me show you. You strike the flint with the steel, get a spark. Blow the ember. See that? How easy that is? Blow the ember. Put it in the nest. little air on it. Just that quick and easy. And voila, fire. Then you just add to it. You add small units, small items, little bits and pieces of wood, charcoal, whatever you need. And you can build a fire. You can get your answers, but you have to do the work. Sometimes, by doing, you achieve more than by wishing. That's the key to life. When you do, when you set goals, when you do, life gives you abundant rewards. Action empowers. Don't ever forget that. Sometimes you have to repeat the actions several times. But from small things, great things are accomplished. Sometimes it takes some serious effort, and it's always worth it. But by small things, a small spark, a small simple hello to someone, a smile, sometimes a helping hand, in all manners of ways, in all subjects, with all the vicissitudes of life, through the inclemencies of the weather, giving cheer to the world, being happy yourself, lighting your inner fire, listening to the still small voice, with a mere spark, a mighty blaze of good can occur. Produce that flame. Do the work. Do it with joy, charity, love, benevolence, and virtue. Makes your life delightful, I promise. Light the fire from within and watch it blaze without.